Thank you for making us the number one radio station. Good morning to everyone. It is your girl, Miss Thang, and now is your time. Life coaching with Miss Thang. Yes, for those of you that don't know, I am a certified transformational life coach. I have been certified, oh my gosh, for it seems like forever, and I love what I do. So now is your time. You send me emails, you send me DMs on my Instagram, you tweet me. This is the time if you have any questions or you might have a situation. I mean, it's Friday, so why not jump into it? The lines are open 292-9595. Now is your time to call. I see all my lines are ringing. Good morning, Life Coaching with Miss Thang. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Who is this?
Karina.
Karina, what's going on this fabulous, fantastic Friday?
Let me just start off by saying that I love you, girl.
Thank you.
You are so talented, and I really just look at you and I'm like, I aspire to be like that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I am definitely a work in progress, but I'm sure you're doing quite well. What brings you to my show this morning?
Girl, my man.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, so we have been dating for 5 years, and I am ready to take the next step, marriage. So I mentioned it to him. He's all open for the idea, but girl, I went through his phone when he was sleeping.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to interject while I get a pen because you just gave me a headache already. You went through his phone. Okay, go ahead.
I went through his phone while he was sleeping, and I seen something that I just wasn't pleased of. There was a picture of a baby. And I was just like, okay, I haven't. He hasn't mentioned anything to me. So I continue scrolling, and it's saying, are you going to take a test to see if this is your son?
Okay.
So for me, it's a problem because what is clearly he's been cheating, right or wrong, and I'm tired of this. Like the last conversation I had with him, it was just, what's the next step? And for me to find this out, and I'm thinking we're supposed to be taking steps to marriage. Is it me? Is there something wrong with my self-worth? Like, what's going on?
Okay. Well, that is definitely a mouthful on a Friday. All right. Well, first of all, thank you for calling. Where do I begin? Well, one thing you don't do, unless you have an agreement, you do not go through people's phones. That's just something you don't do. I'm pretty sure you've heard the cliche. When you go looking for something, you're going to find something out that you don't want to find out.
So am I supposed to just ignore the fact that, like, what if I didn't go through his phone and he has a full-on baby?
Okay, well, Karina, calm down. You called me, so you have to wait. You got to be patient. This is a process. Okay, so you went through his phone. You should not have, but you did. You found a picture. You found information that alludes to the fact that this could be his child. So here's the thing. You're going to have a conversation. And why? Because you have found this information out, not with him telling you, but you snooping through his phone, going through his phone. So now you are going to have to approach him on it. But here's the interesting thing. Before you do all of that, I need you to stop and take a look at yourself and ask yourself, what is it that you want? Many times in life, we as individuals, women, we put everyone else first and we don't focus on ourselves. So what is it that you want? If I ask you right now, Karina, what is it that you want out of life? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Love.
Okay. Now, with love, it will make me go back into your history and ask, did you have a relationship with your father?
I did, but it was a distant relationship. I just never felt like my father. We never got personal. It was always surface.
Right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you are not a daddy's girl. You don't have a great relationship with him. You have a what? A lukewarm relationship.
A lukewarm, yes.
Right. So that's one of the reasons why your first answer would be that you're looking for love or you want love. But one thing you always have to remember is that happiness and love comes from within. If you don't love yourself, and if you are not happy with yourself, the guy that you're dating or anyone that you get involved with, if you don't love yourself, that's going to be a hindrance in any relationship going forward.
Right.
So the question is, do you love yourself?
I do. I really think I do. But maybe there are things that I can reevaluate and figure out about myself.
And that goes for everyone. I mean, the thing is, many people have, like, all my lines are ringing, Karina, I'm sorry, my cell phone's ringing, the other lines are ringing. Many people believe that they love themselves or themselves, but what happens is we don't treat ourselves the way that we deserve to be treated. We don't exercise, we don't take care of ourselves, we stress, we eat foods that we're not supposed to. And life is a process, so we don't learn everything all at once. But with you, you have to go back and figure out what is it that you want out of life. If you want to be with this man, then you and him are going to have to sit down now and have a conversation. What you've done, you have opened up Pandora's box. And that's why people say when you open up Pandora's box, you can't close Pandora's box back. That's why the cliche is, if you don't want to know something, don't go looking for it. And I know my ladies might get upset, but it's reality. You've opened up Pandora's box.
So now that I opened up the box, what do I do with
Oh, you have to be a woman. Put on your big girl panties, and you're going to have to tell him, listen, I went through your phone, and this is what I found. Can you explain this to me? Now, he is going to be angry, number one, and he has a right to be, because you invaded his privacy. But it also depends on what level of maturity he's at. He might come out and say to you, you know what? Yes, I'm angry. He might go off on you. He might curse you out. I don't know what type of guy he is. And then if he really has something to hide, I'm sorry, fellas, you know I love you. He's going to flip the script, use reverse psychology, and he's going to now throw the blame on you because he has something to hide. So you have to be prepared for the answer that you are hoping to hear. And that's one thing that many people are not prepared to hear. The fact that you went through his phone, that's geography. Now the issue is this his child? And with the caption, the young woman wants him to get a test. It's a strong possibility he slept with her. And he also slept with her without a condom. So that's another big issue. Because in 2020, it's not even about COVID in one aspect. Yes, it is. But him sleeping with her without a condom, you have sexually transmitted diseases, you have diseases that don't have a name, and you have HIV and AIDS. So before you approach him, you have to get into a sacred space with yourself and get to the crux of the matter. Is he going to tell me what I want to hear, or is he going to tell me the truth? And if he decides to not tell you the truth and lies, and he lies to you, now, Karina, you have to figure out, what are you going to do with this information that he has given you? That's a mouthful, what we just talked about. So I want to thank you for trusting me with your information. And I wish you the best. He may tell you something that you don't want to hear. But if he is a man, and when I say if he's a man, yes, he is a man. But if he has maturity and wisdom, he's going to tell you the truth. And then collectively, you two are going to have to sit down and figure out what you're going to do. Now, if it goes left, then you also have to understand that sometimes in life, it happens. It doesn't make it right. And his projection and reflection of his anger onto you has nothing to do with you. It's to do with what he has done and what he's going through.
Thank you so much, Miss Thang.
Well, thank you. I wasn't expecting that first question for the morning, but thank you. I wish you the best. Think about what you want to happen with this. Evaluate where you want to be in your life. And keep an open mind. Because you open up Pandora's box, Pandora's box cannot be closed now. So you have to have this conversation. So whether you have this conversation today, next week Friday, it needs to be had. Because if he did step out and sleep with this young woman, then there's a strong possibility that this is his child. And that child didn't ask to come here. And I hope that he does the right thing.
And I'm not going to be nobody's stepmama.
Well, I can't tell you what to be or what not to be. But I want you to focus on you. But be prepared that you may hear an answer when you approach him that you may not be, that you don't want to hear. Always keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, so I will be definitely waiting for an update, but I wish you the best. And always remember, we already have the answers within ourselves. A lot of times, fear keeps us from doing what needs to be done and what is necessary.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Karina. Well, Life Coaching with Miss Thang, for everyone that is tuned in. That was Karina, and she has a lot to do. And my goodness, right out of the block, what does she do? Well, she's going to have to approach the situation, and she's going to have to wait for an answer. And we always know when someone is lying to us. So in this situation, I actually hope that it works out. If it doesn't, then Karina is going to have to make some big girl decisions. But making those big girl decisions comes with maturity and wisdom, and it has to be done. So there you have it, Life Coaching with Miss Thang. Good morning to everyone. All my lines are ringing. I'm going to take a break right now, but while you're waiting, you can send me an email, missthangbda, BDA@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram, missthangbda, and my new life coaching page is on Instagram under lifecoach.christy. So make sure you're following both of those pages. I will be right back with you. This is Life Coaching with Miss Thang on a fabulous, fantastic Friday.